Hey guys, Ike here from IkesOutdoors.com. Today we're going to be doing a retest of a bow. We're going to be doing a retest of speed for the Martin Onza 3. If you guys remember, you watched my videos on my bow reviews back in January. We did a review on this bow, and at that time we got it from a local shop, and they were nice enough to work with us on that, and we were able to review it through them. The bow had been set up by the bow technician there for me, and we brought it home and chronographed it, and the speeds that it got at that point were a little less than desirable, and I really didn't think, I stated in a video that I did not think that this bow would make IBO based on the speeds that I was getting at that time. Well, about 2 months ago, out of the blue, I got an email from Terry Martin. He'd found the video and had watched it, and he really believed in this bow, and he really believes that this bow will reach the IBO speeds. So Martin was nice enough to set one up for an IBO test and send it to me to run it through my chronograph again and to see what kind of speeds I could get out of it. So I'm going to be retesting this Martin Onza 3. This is set at a 30-inch draw. It's set all the way out. It's set at 70 pounds, set all the way down, and I'll be shooting a Victory V-Force arrow, and these are going to weigh in right at 350 pounds, or 350 grains, I'm sorry. But so this is as close to IBO spec as what I can get. Now a 30-inch draw for me is a little bit tough, so I'm going to be a little bit out of shape, and hopefully they'll fly right and we can get some good chrono readings. I'm a 27.5-inch draw, so it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for me. And you'll hear the bow when I'm shooting it. You're going to hear that hissing sound. It's going to be because I'm using this bow doodle rest. I just got an old bow doodle that I threw on there to do this speed test with. So we're going to shoot this thing, run it through the chronograph, and see what kind of numbers we can get. Okay, so it looks like I owe Martin an apology. I really did not think this bow, by our first test of this bow, would ever reach IBO speed, but we were able to get 338 out of it. And I've actually, other than the 4 shots that we showed you, I actually shot this thing quite a bit yesterday just to verify that it actually was getting a 338. So it's been shot, I've been shooting it quite a bit to make sure that that speed is correct. And like I said, I've been shooting at 70 pounds, shooting at maxed out draw weight, maxed out draw length. This is just how the bow was set to me by Martin. And I'm shooting a 350 grain arrow. So it's just shooting a Victory V-Force that I got it to 350 grains. So I apologize to Martin. The bow actually performed a lot better than what I thought it would. With this nitro cam on here and everything, it did not, the first time I did it, it was set up by the shop that I went through, and this one's been set up by Martin, so there's quite a bit of difference. I guess the bow technician at that time, you know, who knows what he'd done to the bow, and who knows what kind of shape the bow was in. He's a good technician, now don't get me wrong, but you never know how someone sets up a bow that they're selling or anything like that. So this one came straight from Martin, and it's set up by them, and it's set up just specifically for this test, and it got 338 feet per second pretty consistently. So overall, pretty happy with the bow. Overall, this bow looks better than the first bow that I received in. The first bow that we received in had some finish problems on it. This one looks fantastic, no finish problems on it. A few spots here and there, but nothing too bad, nothing like that first one. And overall, you've seen in the video, you know, it's a pretty tough draw cycle at 70 pounds, but not too bad. It's not something I'd want to pull all the time, but wasn't too bad. But that was actually the last shot I've taken with it this evening, so I was pretty tired and pretty worn out by then. So definitely owe Martin a big apology. This is the Onza 3, and it will meet IBO speeds. It actually hit the nail on the head at the top side. All I had on here was this loop, and it's rated 330 to 340, so it hit the top side of the IBO speed rating. So be sure to check this out and all the new bows that Martin's got out this year. Be sure to also check out the Retested lineup. We've got a Seeker hanging around here somewhere. Right back here we got a Seeker to do a review on here. As soon as I get done with this one, I'm going to start playing with it. So be sure to check out Martin and Retested's website. We'll put both of those right here for you. And Martin has proven to the world that I can be wrong. My wife has known that for a long time, and the Onza 3 has put it out there for the whole world to see. But I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. I make mistakes just like everybody. And I made a mistake on this bow when I said that it wouldn't reach IBO speeds. And a big thank you to Martin. That's really impresses me that they've got the faith in their product to call a guy like me up or email a guy like me and say, hey, our product will meet IBO standards, you know, and we're willing to prove it. So that is a big plus in my book. I'm really impressed by Martin to go out of their way and say, we know it'll do it, here it is, you know. And they didn't try to influence my decision or anything. They just said, here's the bow, retest it, and it performed like it was supposed to. So big apology to Martin, and for the world to know I was wrong on this bow. It will meet IBO specs or IBO speeds. So be sure to check them out. Martin and Retested's website right here. And be sure to check out our website, ikesoutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.
I like good times, good wine, good smoke, and a five-piece bed. And I can't help